Hey, what's good with y'all, family? It's your boy Toes. Now today, I got something very exciting for y'all. A while back, I made a video called Hidden Agendas in Rap Music. And in that video, I talked about how majority of mainstream artists have a destructive message tied in with their music. Now, this might not even be the artist's intention. They're just rapping what they know. But that doesn't stop the millions of young, impressionable people who are listening to this or watching the music videos to go on and be fascinated by it and wanting to live that lifestyle and be like these people they see on the screen. And the labels and people in power are very specific with who they promote. For a while now, the youth is being destroyed by these low vibrational idols. Now, when I made that video, y'all did show love and y'all understood my point, but I did see a comment saying you're only affected or influenced by the music if you overconsume it. But I would have to disagree with that and say that the negativity and darkness that the industry spreads across the masses, it affects all of us to a different degree. And rather than saying you're only influenced by the music if you overconsume it, I would argue the people who are most affected are the people who are lacking in identity. And today, that's exactly what we are talking about. Because as y'all can see by the title, we got another X clone on our hands, but this one's a little different and this one's just strange. So after taking time to look at his content, I just have one question. What drives somebody to this point?
All I listen to is X, Ski, and all. Oh yeah, that's nothing to touch them. Took a shot on you, but you know, we go down, man. Don't want to fucking play now. I'm on my phone, man. Bro. Bro, I could just be like standing still. Y'all gonna see I'm trying to like be like X, bro. No, I cannot take a loss. Hey, 100 episodes. Hey, water like my damn is water like walls. Hey, water like Biggie. Never like Biggie, but not with Diddy. On scene, it is better than me. All these pussy niggas just jealous. All my face tests, I went through all, and I go through it. I still go through it. I go through all these.
Now I really have to think about how I'm going to discuss this topic without being mean. Real shit. Cause honestly, my first thought is, bro is just a lost soul, and he clearly is just latching on to this image X created because he doesn't love himself. He hasn't accepted his own flaws. And do y'all get now why I said earlier, this will happen if you lack an identity? So let's not waste no time and let's talk about him. This person goes by Unknown Abyss on TikTok, and unlike a lot of these other impersonators, this is a scary obsession. But real quick, do y'all realize this man's just OD as hell with it? There are so many people who glorify and worship X's words. Y'all don't realize X was a false prophet. Cause he told y'all things that you like to hear. He told you about frequencies. He told you to get off social media. But he didn't tell you he did a ritual to get out of jail. He didn't tell you he played with black magic. He didn't tell you he worshipped the Baphomet. He didn't tell you he was down with the industry. I have a video on this. I'm not just saying all this, y'all. I really mean it. I used to love X, but the industry's gonna fool us in many ways. They're not just gonna throw all bots. They gotta throw a few curveballs and make it seem like it's going somewhere, but it's going to the same place, bro. And that's not to say his music is bad. Like, y'all need to understand, I used to really love X, but you can't look up to these artists. But glad I got that out the way. And let's talk about this clone. Because like I said, he's extremely OD with it. To the point where he mimics his accent, he mimics his voice when he sings, he mimicked his hair, his outfits, his lifestyle, his opinions, and my favorite is the tattoos, because now he has to stay in character. This man obviously has pain and trauma he hasn't healed from, and it's extremely sad that him getting views on TikTok is just gonna fuel him to keep going and just become farther and farther from his true self. Because y'all realize there's somebody behind this character who has his own beliefs, his own voice, his own look, but something in his life made him feel as if that version of himself wasn't enough. And I always say to y'all who are weak-minded, think of it like this: you're running straight, right? And every time something happens, you fall. You don't got nobody there to bounce you back up. You gotta be there for yourself. But for the people who aren't, you just keep falling and falling and falling until you develop all of these issues that you're identifying with that's destroying your life. And while Unknown Abyss found himself falling into the XXX character, the lack of identity and the lack of guidance, it would just help him manifest his reality even more and more into this just world of delusion. Now, we don't know what he's been through. We don't know what he has seen in his life to make him act the way he's acting. But it's not our place to judge him. It's our place to learn from him. And one thing I have to say is a lot of people who never get to heal their trauma, this is what happens. It turns you into a whole different person. Now, with him, it's pretty literal, but in the sense of a lot of other people, they just become somebody they aren't. This is why you need to build a relationship with yourself. You're gonna get to a point you don't even want to claim your own identity. And it's gonna take a lot of shadow work and healing and discipline to truly get him out of this hole and start becoming his own identity. And that's what I want to explain to y'all how to do, because I know there's people out there who don't know themselves. Because y'all don't realize you're identifying with this trauma that isn't you. You're identifying with these thoughts that aren't you. You know what I'm saying? The thoughts are a reflection of what you feed your mind. So that just means whatever you feed your mind, you're gonna start thinking like that. Who's behind all of this? That's who you want to get close with. Because behind all of this worldly distraction, you are the observer, you are the soul. And this world, it's gonna corrupt your mind, give you an ego. You might build some addictions, you might have all these worldly desires. But the real you, who will accomplish what it is you came here to accomplish, is behind all of that. It is mental slavery until you realize this illusion. Social media has done nothing but destroy us and make this entire process even harder to realize, because, you know, our parents and shit, they had like TVs and things like that. Nowadays, we can escape all day long. We are living in an age where you can instantly pleasure yourself, and things like that make it easier to lose yourself. And then once you start losing yourself, that's when you start to pick up all these mental disabilities that you're identifying with that aren't real. Identifying with the past is what's holding you back in the future. Nothing is real besides right now, and you are in control to go about it however you want. But you need to heal, because when you're not able to be present, let's say you have an addiction, you're already thinking about when you're about to do it next. When you're addicted to material blessings, you think, that's my source of happiness, only to learn it's temporary. You can't be fooled. Go within, meditate. Imagine 10 minutes by yourself. After you're done thinking about going on your phone, what thoughts are you gonna start having? Imagine an hour, what thoughts are you gonna start having? But the more you bathe in your comfortability and you bathe in your delusions, you're just getting farther and farther from your true self. And with this ex-clone, I just pray he realizes that who he truly is enough. But hey, that's all I got for y'all today, man. It's been your boy Tan Toes. Feel free to check out my Discord and my Instagram link in the description. I got a Patreon, which is free right now, because I'm gonna wait to put a price on that until I got a quantity of videos. I'm not about to make people pay for 1, 2, 3 videos. And the only reason it's on a Patreon is because it's stuff I literally can't talk about on YouTube. As well as I have a second channel where I talk about strictly life. We stay away from celebrities on there. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. It's been your boy Tan Toes, and y'all be smooth, cool, most importantly, be patient. I'm out.